Good to go.
Okay, welcome everybody, both in the room here in Spokane at Soul Center and Zoom to the 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time Soul Center Dharma Recovery meeting. It's great to see everybody. I'm going to switch so I don't see myself only. I can see everyone else. Uh, are there any announcements, though, that we should shoot out there?
Julia's not here.
Julia's not here tonight. I'm not even going to try to be Julia because, wow, it'd be hard. And so probably just going to leap into it. And I struggled initially this week because I'm like, what else can I talk about wise view? And I like wise view better than right view. Um, Wise always reminds me you can go too far with something. So you want just the right amount, that middle path. And then I was thinking, a thought I have a lot. When I let myself get upset with the dogmas of the world, with how people are, I've reminded myself that this is a force of nature. It's a different force of nature than the thunderstorm we may be having here pretty soon. It's definitely different than that. And it is a force of nature. It is something I have no control over. And it's something that has been happening to people since there's been people, you know. We call it tribalism. Well, one time we were all in tribes, right? It was pretty easy to see eye to eye on that. We all need a buffalo or we're going to be hungry this winter, right? Now we have different groups within the same society. So I wanted to go to that wise view, seeing the wise view of things. So when I view climate change, and it's something I'm very close to my heart. I think about a lot. And I know if we do certain things, we can mitigate the effects of climate change and maybe even reverse some of the effects of climate change. But my equation does not want to factor in how long it's going to take to change enough people's minds and convince enough people that we need to take strong action. And it needs to, because it's a force of nature. It is a factor. In that acceptance, I need to also accept that it's natural that we may have some really terrible karma from our the way we've treated the environment, because to change some of those attitudes may take years, and those attitudes will need to change organically. They're not going to change because John said they should change. Now I will always have a voice and advocate for my home earth, and I realize that that's one voice, and it will take time to change. To see that as an effect of nature, a species reaching the level that the human race has and having this effect, and realizing that there's a natural, a, a state of nature that needs to change in the psychology of people, and I believe will change. But that takes time. It's very slow. And I went in detail there, but other things I think of that are similar and may never change are authoritarianism, commercialism slash materialism, how we treat people who are homeless or drug addicted, and the injustice in the world. The attitudes that make these situations more dire, make them worse, are natural states, a result of karma. Like the Buddha said, there will be suffering. I was a member of a very evangelical church until the age of 24. And a few things entered my mind that shattered the window. There's a few cracks and the window shattered. And I'm very glad that that had happened. And even when I quit drinking, it was a change of worldview. When I left my evangelical church, when I quit drinking alcohol, I thought, man, I have a lot of friends who do this stuff. I'm afraid I'm going to lose my friends. I'm identified with this. I see myself as a Christian, a, a fundamentalist Christian. I see myself as a smoker, as a drinker. And when I did change, a lot of what I identified with changed. Over time, I began to see myself as a person who does not drink right now, who used to drink too much. I see myself as someone who used to be an evangelical Christian. And all the friends I had in those places, they're all gone. I was right. So I knew I was giving up more than a belief, more than an dogma. I was giving up a social group. I'd had so much invested in it. And it's hard for me to say after years of saying, the earth is 6,000 years old, the earth is 6,000 years old, the earth is 6,000 years old. And then to come to a place where I'm like, the earth is very ancient, much older than 6,000 years. And this has happened throughout history. The Crusades, which I think are still happening, I'll leave it at that. I think the Crusades are still happening. Um, they were a belief that Christians should be in possession of the Holy Land, the land where Jesus walked. And the beliefs became so insane on them that at one time they sent children, believing that children were so innocent that God would not do terrible things to them to fight in that crusade, and that was disastrous. Or the witch mania that had happened in the 16th and 17th centuries in North America and Europe, and all the women who were, you know, maybe introverted, maybe stayed away from people, and just being killed for being witches, and all the beliefs around that. Some people would call this groupthink. Psychologists did research on groupthink, and they found that some of the things groupthink does, it has some good things, by the way. Decisions tend to be better with groupthink, actually. The bad things are really horrific. There's dehumanizing of groups that don't fit in with the group that they are in. And there is usually active persecution about groups that do not belong. And this is all the views that these folks have. And I don't see them as wise view. I see them as a view that puts them in the prison of their mind, in a prison of dogma. But it's also a natural process. It takes a natural amount of time to heal, person by person. And for me to accept that is very difficult, I will admit. And I need to realize that I always need to factor in human psychology in almost any event happening in nature, politics, or religion. Wise mind. So that's what I had to say on that. I want to do one day at a time, go slowly, breathe, and smile. Anne with an E, many of you know her, made this chant. She's allowed me to use it. Um, the quote itself, one day at a time, is, of course, one day at a time. But go slowly, breathe, and smile is the name of a Thich Nhat Hanh book. And it's the suggestion of the book. Go slowly, breathe, and smile. And then we'll do some quiet meditation. One day at a time, go slowly, breathe, and smile. One day at a time, go slowly, breathe, and smile. One day at a time, go slowly, breathe, and smile. One day at a time, go slowly, breathe, and smile. One day at a time, go slowly, breathe, and smile. One day at a time, go slowly, breathe, and smile. One day at a time, go slowly, breathe, and smile. One day at a time, go slowly, breathe, and smile. One day at a time, go slowly, breathe, and smile. One day at a time, go slowly, breathe, and smile. One day at a time, go slowly, breathe, and smile. One day at a time, go slowly, breathe, and smile. One day at a time, go slowly, breathe, and smile. One day at a time, go slowly, breathe, and smile. One day at a time, go slowly, breathe, and smile. One day at a time, go slowly, breathe, and smile. One day at a time, go slowly, breathe, and smile. One day at a time, go slowly, breathe, and smile. One day at a time, go slowly, breathe, and smile. One day at a time, go slowly, breathe, and smile. One day at a time, go slowly, breathe, and smile. One day at a time, go slowly, breathe, and smile. One day at a time, go slowly, breathe, and smile. One day at a time, go slowly, breathe, and smile. One day at a time, go slowly, breathe, and smile. One day at a time, go slowly, breathe, and smile. One day at a time, Go slowly, breathe and smile. One day at a time. Go slowly, breathe and smile. One day at a time. Go slowly, breathe and smile. One day at a time. Go slowly, breathe and smile. One day at a time. Go slowly, breathe and smile. One day at a time. Go slowly, breathe and smile. One day at a time. Go slowly, breathe and smile. One day at a time. Go slowly, breathe and smile. One day at a time. Go slowly, breathe and smile. One day at a time. Go slowly, breathe and smile. One day at a time. Go slowly, breathe and smile. Spend a few moments repeating the chant in your head or following your breath. May we be happy and peaceful. May we be happy and peaceful. May we be healthy and strong. May we be safe and protected. May we live with ease. Namaste.